Who is Albert Perry? Ladies and gentlemen, goddess and gods, who is Albert Perry? Let's get into it. Let's chop it up. Let's talk about it. Who is Albert Perry? Now that I think about it, I wonder if he related to the refrigerator Perry. Football player used to play for the Chicago Bears back in the day. I don't know his first name. Who is Albert Perry? And why is he so important to the American culture? Why is this guy so important? I'm gonna give y'all time to look it up or do what you got to do. Who is Albert Perry? Give me 1 second, fam. Excuse me. Excuse me, family. Who is Albert Perry and why is he so important to the African American culture? Albert Perry was a man who was born in Edgeville County, South Carolina. And many years later, after his passing, Perry's name would become famous globally in 2013. Who was Perry and why would his name become global in 2013? It's crazy too, because I wouldn't even hear about this guy until 13 years later. And they said his name will become famous globally in 2013. And here it is, me studying it today. I found out today, not today, but recently this year, 13 years later. His name went famous globally 2013, and 13 years later, I hear about it. Yeah, it's crazy. Albert Perry was a man who was born in South Carolina, and many years later, after his passing, Perry's name would become famous globally in 2013. Why did he become famous? Let's see. A DNA sample from one of his male descendants revealed haplogroup AOO, the oldest known human Y chromosome lineage. This groundbreaking discovery pushed the timeline of the common human paternal ancestor back over 100,000 years. Sheesh, 100,000 years. This groundbreaking discovery pushed the timeline of the common human paternal ancestor back over 100,000 years. Who is this masked man pushing shit back like that? Excuse my language. Who is this guy pushing stuff back like that? Who is this person? Who is this masked man? Who is this Superman pushing timelines back like this? Who is Albert Perry? Albert Perry. Let's talk about him. Why was he so important? Excuse me. Genetic discovery. Scientists analyzed his Y chromosome, Albert Perry's, well, his DNA for one of his descendants, his male descendants. Scientists analyzing his Y chromosome discovered it belonged to an entirely unknown ultra ancient lineage called haplogroup A double O. This pushed back the roots of human paternal family tree to over 200 to 300,000 years ago. Mm-mm-mm. Scientists analyzing his Y chromosome discovered it belonged to an entirely unknown ultra ancient lineage. What is an ultra ancient lineage? What is that? Who is this guy? And why is he so ultra? And why is he changing timelines? Who is this? Who is this guy? Albert Perry. How is this one man changing history around and changing timelines around and changing DNA discoveries around? Who is this guy? They said he had an ultra ancient lineage. What is an ultra ancient lineage? Ask Google. I asked Google what that was. An ultra ancient lineage. What that look like? But they're part of an ultra ancient lineage. Yeah, but it's super. He's souped up. But he is souped up. Ultra ancient lineage. What is an ancient lineage? I asked AI what an ultra ancient lineage is. Ultra ancient lineage. It predates our species. This is what AI said. It predates our species. It survived in isolated. It survived in isolation. It survived in isolation. The people carrying this DNA lived in isolated groups for thousands of generations, keeping their unique genetic make markers from getting mixed up and erased by the rest of the world. Ultra ancient lineage. It predates our species. It survived in isolation. The people carrying this DNA live in isolated groups for thousands of generations, keeping their unique genetic markers from getting mixed up or erased by the rest of the world. Sheesh. Some special DNA this guy had, huh? That's pretty cool. Albert Perry. Who was Albert Perry and why was he so important to American culture? The test was done around 2010, long after Albert Perry passed away. A female relative submitted a DNA sample from one of his living male descendants to a commercial testing company called Family Tree DNA for genealogy for genealogical research. Genealogical, I don't genealogical research. Before the discovery, scientists believed the most recent common male ancestor of all living humans lived roughly 60 to 140,000 years ago. Albert Perry's DNA pushed that timeline back by over 100,000 years, demonstrating that his specific paternal lineage split from the rest of modern humanity long before an anatomically anatomically what was that? Anatomically modern human sapiens fully evolved. It split from the rest of modern humanity long before anatomically modern Homo sapiens fully evolved. I can't even, excuse me, family. Anatomically modern human sapiens fully evolved. Anatomically. Let me read that one more time. Albert Perry's DNA pushed that timeline back by over 100,000 years, demonstrating that his specific paternal lineage split from the rest of the modern humanity long before anatomically modern human sapiens fully evolved. Rewriting history. This man was pretty amazing. Albert Perry. Who was Albert Perry and why was he so important? Rewriting history. University of Arizona geneticist Michael Hammer studied the sample further. In 2013, him and his team published findings showing that Perry's paternal lineage belonged to an entirely new, incredible ancient branch called haplogroup A00. A00. Yes. Who is Albert Perry? Who was Albert Perry and why was he so important? Albert Perry, beast, man. Changing history. That's what he doing. Basically, that A00 lineage, it go back. It don't tie to nothing. It go back before us. Ah, A00. Haplo A double O. Basically, Albert Perry was a beautiful person, y'all, that rewrote history, rewrote the timeline back to an kind of ancient DNA. Was ultra ancient lineage. So basically, his his DNA is like no other. And also, there was a controversy. They talked about his son saying that one of his sons saying that his birthplace was in Florida. Not sure how true that is. I'm gonna look into that. So he got that ultra DNA, man. That go back to the ancient times, man. When these boys were souped up from South Carolina all the way down to Florida, man. All that stuff is ancient grounds to me. Yeah, can't trick me no more, man. You can't tell me I'm from Africa. I'm from here in America. I always felt like that. At one point in time, I did feel like I was from Africa when I was in my deep studies. Yeah, but now it's a whole nother deeper feeling, way deeper feeling. Yeah, we tied in to that ancient bloodline, man. I also was doing some research yesterday, and and was doing research on the word Baltimore, and I happened to ask. Well, I was watching a video, and young elder. Shout out to young elder on YouTube. You can check this page out. This is where I get a lot of my information from. Young elder, had a video and it was talking about it, so it made me look it up to see what Baltimore had tied with the Moors. Baltimore, and you'll be surprised if you look it up, man. The Moors was doing a lot of big things here in America, and we tie in to the Moors. We tie into Albert Perry. We tie into Henrietta Lacks. We tie into the Olympics. America's won over 1,000 gold medals here in America. And I believe the next person that's close to us, the second person on that list will be, I believe, Soviet Union or something. And they maybe got like 400 gold medals. So ever since they've been keeping track of gold medals, the USA, America, has over 1,000 gold medals, while the rest of the world only has like 400. We've been doing it big here in America, man. Plus the fact that people are dying to come to America, dying to come to America. Nobody's dying to go to Mexico. Nobody's dying to go to Africa. Nobody's dying to go to none of these other places. Maybe they're dying to try to get to Mexico. Maybe they're dying to try to get to India. But all that dying that they're doing, they're leaving where they're from, dying trying to get to America. Nobody's from America is dying to go nowhere else. So, the fact that America runs everything here in America, the style, our swag, just the whole world is just copying off of us. Any little thing we say, our style, our swag, it runs the world, man. What's bigger than that? It's self-evident that here in America we run things. So there you have it. In South Carolina, a man's DNA lineage that ties back 340,000 years ago, and right up the street from him in Virginia, I believe, yeah, she's from Virginia. You have Henrietta Lacks with the immortal cells of Henrietta Lacks. So you have Aaron Albert Perry, and then you got Henrietta Lacks, both found here in America, like no other found in the world. There's no other DNA that they found that go back to 340,000 years, nowhere else on the planet. Excuse me. And there's nowhere else where you find a bloodline that's immortal, like Henrietta Lacks, but here in America. So why would I say that I come from anywhere else but the land that I was born on here in America? I think we come from greatness, man. We don't come from no slavery or none of that. I can't say that slavery never happened. I'm sure we had some people in slavery, but far as the war still going, it's never stopped. We're still at war until this day, 2026, and we're still at war. Yeah. Basically, they took the handcuffs off our feet and our arms and put it around our head, basically put it around our brain. It's more mental slavery it is now. You know, they're giving you a choice, man. And the choices we're making right now are not good. We gotta get wiser out here, man. Definitely. But we can do it. Each one teach one. Each one reach one, you know? So hold it down, family. You know, do your research, man. Do your own due diligence. Don't let nobody tell you what nothing is. Or don't let nobody tell you what anything is. Just do your own research. Go big, man. It's only one way to go. Go hard or go home, man. You know? Like I said at the beginning, man, keep the love and let the love spread and live by the three L's, man. Let love lead. And you won't have no problem, you know. So with that being said, I'm out of here, man. Shout out to Albert Perry, Henrietta Lacks. Shout out to Young Elder as well. Shout out to my book as well, man. Shout out to shout out to My Life is Like a USB. Shout out to my book. Yeah, how I changed everything. Shout out to that, man. Y'all take it easy. Let the love spread. Keep the love and let it spread. I love y'all. Ashe.